The recent overturning of Roe v. Wade means having an abortion is no longer protected as a constitutional fundamental right in this country. But on Friday, the Abortion Care Access Act was enacted right here in Maryland to expand access to abortions by widening the range of providers eligible to perform the procedure and increasing coverage by health insurance companies. Well, this morning, we're joined by Charles Gilman, partner with Gilman and Bedigian Trial Lawyers. Charles, good morning.
Good morning. Nice to see you on this 4th of July.
So great to see you, too. So I want to start by asking you, how does this new law change abortion procedures here in the state? What can patients expect, and what do they need to know?
Well, the expectation is that by broadening the scope of the healthcare providers that can provide or actually perform abortions, that abortions will be more readily available because there'll be more practitioners that can actually perform the procedure.
And so we know that Governor Hogan actually vetoed the bill back in April over concerns that allowing non-physicians to perform abortion procedures could actually endanger the health and the lives of women that are receiving them. So is that a concern? And if a woman is injured, what options does she have?
Well, it's always going to be a concern. Anytime you have any sort of medical procedure, your health is at risk. It's unfortunate. It usually works out just fine, but that's always something that you're going to have to contend with anytime you need a medical procedure. If something goes wrong, depending upon what it is, you may have a medical malpractice claim. And if that happens, you can always call a lawyer like me or any malpractice lawyer in the state of Maryland. We'll be happy to talk to you and tell you whether or not something went wrong, or not whether it went wrong, whether or not what happened is actually actionable in a court of law.
And what types of scenarios are those?
Well, there's all different types of scenarios that can go wrong. Some things, I group them into two major categories. One is things happen and things go wrong. It's the practice of medicine. The other is there is a violation of the standard of care, which means what went wrong this time should not happen to the majority of people. The majority of the time, the injury that you sustained should not have occurred, and that's when it's actually actionable under the medical malpractice laws.
And we know that Maryland is likely to see an increase in out-of-state patients. How is that supposed to help, or how does this law help with that?
Well, this law, Maryland is one of the states that wants to help people get abortions. So this law, by broadening the number of providers that can actually perform an abortion procedure, should theoretically increase the number of people that can be seen a day at any one of these places where abortions are performed, rather than restricting it to just medical doctors, where you have a limited number of doctors. I think under the new law, the biggest problem you're going to run into is the number of beds and the facilities available.
Great. Charles Gilman, thank you so much again for weighing in. We appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you, and have a great holiday, everyone.
Happy 4th.
Thank you, too.